Hello everyone. This is a real quick intro for... Hello everyone. Welcome to episode 44, part 2. This is the second part. As I mentioned in the outro of 44, part 1, I had so much content that I just straight up had to... what is that red dot? Oh, it's my cape. That I physically... That's a cool angle. That I physically had to... split it up into two parts, otherwise it would have been over, I think it would have been about an hour and a half. Yeah, that's not happening. We'll split that, we'll split it into two. So yeah, welcome. We're just gonna jump right into the next part from that episode. Okay, so, I've got the roof to a point where I'm somewhat happy with it. And I think it looks kind of okay. I haven't actually looked at it from the side. And you know what? I actually quite like how it looks like the green is reinforced by the deep slate there. So I'm going to leave that as is. But I've just... Okay. Basically, all I've done is I've added a few more walls here, which I think really helps just make it look a little bit more supported. I've added some glow lichen on top. I've also added some dark oak trapdoors. Not trapdoors, fence gates, just running along. Just to help cut up the... I knew there was something up there. Just to help cut up the roof a little bit, because it was looking a little bit... how to explain it? It was looking a little bit like one big block. Whereas we don't want it to look like one big block. We want it to be, you know, stretched out. Where the fuck? Come on. Where you at? No, I saw you. There you are. Okay. We can, you know, you can go there. But yeah, so I'm quite happy with the roof at this point. I'm going to leave the scaffolding here for now until I've completely finished with the build. Now that we've got that done, I think the next best move is to get the floor finished. And I have decided I'm just going to go with this pattern for all of that. But I might... Ooh, actually, never mind. I think I'm going to use some glazed terracotta. Yeah. I'm gonna use different glazed terracottas just to see how that would look, just to help give it a little bit more of a differentiation between the rooms. Am I? Ooh, I've spotted an issue. If we want to put the... Oh, fuck. Okay, if we want to put in the ceiling so that all rooms are 6 blocks high, we need to put another block down. If we don't give a shit about that, then great, but it would make it uneven. Unless we did slabs, and even then slabs wouldn't necessarily be the best move. Fuck. Okay, that's fine. That's an easy fix. It's called lowering the building down by 1. I'm not pushing it up. I'm not redoing the roof. I will lower it down by 1. Okay. Well, I will do that off... Woo, that was a lag spike. Okay. I think I'm going to call it there for recording today. This isn't the end of the episode. There'll be more to the episode. But I'm going to call it there for recording today on my end. Off camera, I'll lower the building down by 1 level so that we can actually have the proper, width that we need. Well, yeah, no, because 4 high windows look better than a boxy. Yeah, no. Okay, so I'm going to lower this down by 1. I've also got to lower the floor down. Okay, I'm going to lower the floor down, lower the walls down. I will also dig out the basement. And then I'll recap you on what I've done once I've done it. And then we'll get to work on doing the windows, the rest of the floor, the second level, and also the little door entryway area and the stairs, and not so much the details in the room, but everything else to make the building functional, you know? But yeah, so I'm going to call it there for the day. And I will, not the episode, my recording is going to be done for today. So yeah, so I'll speak to you again, dawn of a new day. Bye. Okay. It is a few days later since we last spoke. I have done a few things, which we're going to run through now. I think most obvious are the windows. I did start on the windows, and then I suddenly realized, oh, wait a minute. I meant to do these. I meant to do these on camera, so I've only done the lower level. I've also done a fair bit of tree farming, so we've got more than enough wood, hopefully. But yes, so I've pushed it down a level, re-put in the floor, and I've started work on the stained windows on the lower level. I do think there's going to be windows on these walls as well, same with the one here, but I'm not going to know how they're going to fit together until I've got the second floor up, which is going to be the first thing we do today, get the flooring in. Actually, while we're over here, I want to do that because I'm going to actually connect that up to the map back at base. But also, while I was doing some general gathering, I got a bunch of nether stuff. And then I lost where the portal was. So I ended up making a new one. And this little guy walked through the portal and I couldn't leave him there. So he's now here with us. But I also found... I think it was either 2 or 3 bastions. I don't quite remember. I got quite a few heads. A little bit of gold. Oh, I did get pig step, which is nice. A little bit of gold, little bit of bone blocks. 5 total bits of netherite scrap dash ancient debris we have now. So we can make 1 netherite item, which is quite cool. I'm not going to do that till we get mending, though. And I think the first thing I would do would be the pickaxe. Or the sword. Or the hoe. We'll figure that out when we actually once we've got mending and once we can get like every single enchantment on our tools. So you should go there. And you should go there. There we go. See that? Oh, that's not fully filled in. But yeah, real quick though, while we're down here, I also got as you can see, I got a few more natural pieces. I got some snow, collected some mushroom blocks. What else did we do? I've made some more dyes just so we have them for when we need them. We now have Mist Crafting free because I also got some snow. What else? Oh yeah, I moved all of the sand into a chest. But yeah, as you can see, got a fair few nether plants, if we ever want them. And as you can see here, got a whole bunch of wood. A lot of spruce wood. That just happened. Also, the bamboo farm's going great. I think there's like only the last 2 levels of chests that need to fill up now, and then it's completely full and we can shut it off for a bit. But I also... it took me a while to figure out how I was going to do the floor for the actual, like, rooms. Because, of course, I want them all to be somewhat... I don't want them to be identical. I want them to be somewhat unique. So I came up with the idea of using glazed terracotta. Now, we have 16 rooms that we need to fill. There are 16 types of glazed terracotta. However, not all of them are nice. Case in point, the one that's just arrows. Could I make a pattern with it? Possibly. I'm not stubborn enough to... Even my stubbornness has limits with that. So I've instead picked out 8 that I like, and I'm just going to place them twice. I won't place them one on top of the other, so like it won't be light grey floor and light grey roof. It will be like light grey floor, maybe like blue roof or something. I don't quite know yet. We'll figure it out along the way. The pattern we'll just design as we go. But yeah, so that combined with the dark oak that we have is going to be everything we need for the floor, hopefully. And once the floor is done, I can get the windows in properly. I can get the archways in, and then I can get and then I can get a little bit more detailed on. Now, what I have decided is that I'm not going to make like a dedicated villager breeding and zombification area. I'm just going to make a temporary one, and I'm just going to have that be literally right outside, have that go into have a minecart track leading in, and just take the villagers one by one till we're full. That's my plan with that. But then, yeah, so we're going to get, so this is episode 24 still. We're going to get, at the very least, everything bar, like, the more intricate detailing done in this episode, which includes the windows, any more, like, I want to put a little bit of external detailing around that window, the archways on the inside, the flooring, all of that. That's going to be done in this episode. Next episode, we will do both the villager and zombie villager transfer chamber, whatever you want, as well as the actual key detailing. Also, I'm going to make a cactus farm at some point. I'm just going to get the shit together, make it in a time lapse, and just put that into either episode 25 or 26. Haven't quite decided yet. Something I will note here, by the time this episode goes live, the wild update will have released. We won't, because of how I'm pre-recording, we won't have the wild update on the on the world until episode 27, I think. Yeah, until episode 27 or 28. That doesn't change much for us. I haven't put any, like, I haven't thought, oh, I really want to use mud brick here. I really want, you know, haven't had anything like that yet, so not an issue. But I just wanted to let everyone know that, yeah, we are going to update to 1.19. It's just, it's going to happen later because of pre-recording. I didn't bring any of the blocks that I needed. Okay, I'm going to get on with the flooring now. Which will be in the form of a time lapse, so that'll be fun. Yeah, we're gonna do that now. Okay, so, the floor, took me a minute to come up with a pattern for each room, but I eventually decided on picking one of the styles, of like 2x2 patterns, and then just filling in the rest randomly, and then doing the opposite pattern on if I use the blocks again for the second level. That way, the patterns aren't matching, but they still look kind of cool. I think this is my first time using glazed terracotta in quite a while. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think it has its uses, like, for example, colorful floors, but I think the innate pattern nature of it is both a boon and a flaw. You can create some really cool shit with it because it is not perfectly symmetrical. It doesn't have a set pattern, but it's also a pain in the ass to use because of that reason. And, you know, don't even get me started on the fucking arrow one. Is that magenta that's the fucking arrow? Dumb fucking... Ooh, let's have one, because at least with even the ones with creeper faces and swords, at least they look kind of cool because they're not perfectly symmetrical. The arrow one is just a fucking arrow. It's just, how'd you make a pattern with a fucking arrow? You can't. Well, you probably can if you try hard enough. But still, it's a fucking arrow. Like, come on, man. Give us at least something to work with.
also, I should note, you may have noticed in the past couple of episodes, some of the time lapses are a bit quicker than usual. I've had to up them to 500% speed for a few of them in the past few episodes while we've been working on this project. And I think that in future, normally they're going to be 400% speed, but if it's something like this where I have like a lot of time I need to cut down, I'm going to up it to 500% because it works well. If I can find a way to get the fucking replay mod working with Optifine, I will absolutely switch to that. But I can't, and now everything's updated to 1.19, so I've just sort of given up on it for a bit. I'll look into it again another time. Glad I went with the both the glazed terracotta for the floor and the stained glass for the windows, because I think, as I mentioned last episode, the colors and blocks that we've used so far have had pretty muted tones. Like dark oak's fairly muted, brick and granite are fairly muted, deep slate it's grey, it's cool, it's grey. So by adding this bit of color with the terracotta floor and also the windows, I just think it helps create a nice contrast and put focus on the rooms where the villagers are going to be in. I don't know, I like it. I think it looks good. I do decide to use dark oak for the stairs. I just think it fits better. I will say, if I do come up with an idea for anything else to add in terms of detail or other bits and pieces, I might end up doing a second pass of this. But for now, I'm quite happy with where I've gotten, where I've got it to. I think once I get a handle on the armor stand stuff a bit more, I might be able to do a bunch more stuff. But I think until then, I think I'm quite happy with where it is. I still need to add... Okay. There's a detail that I'll mention... 25 or 26. That I keep forgetting to add. I will remember to do that before I record the next episode. I decided to do the same pattern of variation of strip dark oak and regular dark oak in a sort of interwoven pattern. The interwoven pattern is just my go-to for log floors. I don't know why, I just like it. I think it looks nice, and I think it can help, I guess, create it. To my eyes, it always looks like it creates a sort of illusion of more space than there actually is, because it looks like it's gradually lifting up the ceiling. It doesn't. It's the flat block, but it looks kind of cool. But yeah, I also left a gap in the middle. I don't quite know why. I just thought it looked cool, and you know what? I do something really cool with it later. Maybe this episode, maybe the next one. Not quite sure. Joys of pre-recording episodes weeks in advance, and then not adding the voiceovers till the day before you need to start uploading them. something to note is that, as you may notice, we have a total of 16 rooms, and we need only 13 of them to have a room for each villager profession. So what I do eventually do, either next episode or the episode after, is I just use some oak fences and some signs, and I just sort of border them up. So that when we inevitably want more librarians, because we probably will, we have something set up for them ready to go. We just have to move them in. But until then, it was just an empty room, so bordering it up, it doesn't detract from the overall feel of Market, but it also keeps that nicely hidden away. I will say, out of all the terracottas, the light grey is my favourite. I don't know, it just looks really cool with all the cyan and the different greys in there. And you can... It sort of looks like if you connect all the cyan bits up, it sort of looks like channels of something, be it arcane, magic, or whatever you want to use it for. I quite like Okay, so we've got the floors in properly, and we had the perfect amount of stained glass panes to finish the windows. Wonderful. Like I said, there will obviously... I'm definitely putting a window on this wall. Probably going to put one down there. I'll be surprised if I don't put a big window there. But I'll be able to figure that out once I've figured out what floor I'm using for that part. What I do want to do is I want to... Actually, while I'm explaining this, I'll just quickly do this. Because I'm going to have this whole area be like a chill spot, if that makes sense. So there won't be any shops there per se, but it will be just a nice little chill, maybe some chairs, you know, little relax area of some kind. But I will put a banister rail all the way along here, on that wall there, and also on this part here. That will almost certainly be trapdoors. Don't quite know for this. Could be trapdoors. Could be fences. Not quite sure yet. Trapdoors would look quite nice though. God, I do like the stained glass, I will say. But yeah, I think that's come out relatively well. Could I have used a different type of block for the floor? Sure, but I like how colorful everything looks. I don't know. It just feels nice for a market, for it to be very colorful, considering that actually might be a little bit difficult to get like a bunch of colorful details in. But also what is nice is the underside is different to the above side. So you're not looking at a direct copy, which is quite nice. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to finish putting in the archways in all of the little rooms. I'm going to try and figure out a floor for that. And then once I've got the archways in, I'm going to start being a little bit more I need to put something there. I'm going to start being a little bit more brutal and like dig out some of these walls for where I want a big window to be. Sorry. But then I'll also put the banister rail in. And I also need to finish something with the tops of them. Whether I take them all the way up or not, I don't quite know yet. I might do that. That might not be a bad idea. Take them all the way up.
Because I want, taking them all the way up seems to, or bring it, take these walls all the way up, but maybe shift to a different color. Maybe, we'll see. So I need to finish figuring out how those walls are going to go up. I do want to put in a few supports, mainly along those lines, but also maybe there, just so it looks like this is supported a bit better. Those will probably be out of spruce wood. So I'm going to get on with that list of tasks. And hopefully next time I'm speaking to you non-voiceover style, we will have the actual building foundation, minus all the details, done. What I might also do is... You know what? No, I'll leave all of the detailing for episode 25, because what I'll do is I'll set off the villager breeder, get that set up, and then we will do the details of the outside and just like misc internal details, as well as laying out exactly where the villagers are going to be sat. And then we'll do some more detailing, probably episode 26. God, what was to be a 1-episode project is now a 4-episode project. It's the fucking enchanting table all over again. Okay. Alright, it won't take too long. I might also slip the cactus farm into episode 26, who knows. Actually, I think I will, because in episode 27 and 28, we can go exploring for the new wild update stuff. Okay, so I'm going to get on with that now, and I will hopefully speak to you guys again once I've got all of that done. Now, we do have a slight predicament with the, I guess, ceiling situation of the upper rooms. Because I don't want the walls to go all the way up to the roof, because otherwise we lose that wonderful glass ceiling. But at the same time, they can't just be open boxes sitting there. They look a bit out of place. So what I eventually do is I turn them into a sort of storage area. As you will see, I believe episode 25, I think I get that done. But I also place down some blackstone, and I do variate it with chiseled and polished blackstone. And that is the flooring for a little seating area and a little, not cafe, but like food counter, I guess would be the word for it. I do end up having to go in here and fix the flying machine. When you're not, if you leave the chunk while it's like moving, it'll get stuck. So you've either got to shut it off when you leave the chunk, or hope, fingers crossed, it flows smoothly, and most of the time it doesn't. Start putting in some more windows because we needed them, and they definitely help. They just help bring a lot more light in, and they help add a lot more color to the walls. Nice big window on each side. Again, nice big open window, lots of light, lots of color. It looks very nice. I also finished filling in these little walls where the archway is, because that is a lot nicer than fence gates. We're only going to put fence gates down the outside, because this whole place should be mob-proof.
also dig out this large, like really big window on either side. Again, lovely big window, lots of light in, lots of color, very nice.
Okay, so I have dug out where I'm going to be putting in some bigger windows. I've also picked out the flooring. I went with, well, we will go down and variate it. I went with blackstone, right? Yeah, blackstone bricks. And I just felt like it was a nice variation. Also, there really aren't that many, like, how do you call it? Like dark colored blocks in the game that work well for flooring. Actually, there just flat out aren't many black blocks aside from ones that are like black wool, black concrete, black dye, or some sort of terracotta, and we've already used terracotta, so I wanted something different. And I didn't want to use deep slate, because again, we've already used it, wanted something different. So this area, still don't quite know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something that isn't a shop. It's going to be kind of chill. I say shop, market stall, room, whatever you want to call it, room where the villagers are going to be. We're going to have one there, one there, one there. And they're going to be boxed in. They're going to each share the same profession. And we're going to have the most important ones on the bottom layer, like librarian, and the less important ones like fisherman on the upper layer. Each room will have details surrounding the profession of the villager that's in it. Yada, yada, yada. Now, I've also put in some archways. I will put in some gates here, and I'm also going to put in the banister rail. I think I'm going to use spruce trapdoors, because I feel like that works the best. But what I am going to do is I have spent, in real life, I've spent about 3 days worth of time on this. And because I want, you know, I do want to get this finished, but it's going to be a hell of a lot quicker if I don't have to worry about recording it. And it also means I can go late into the night. Just kind of what I need to do with this. What I am going to do also, actually, while I've got you here, I'm going to put these little banister rail bits, I'm going to put them across the front here as well. The glass is going to be the exact same as the stained stuff. I'm still not certain on what I'm going to do for bringing this wall up. See, this is why we need the banister rail. But I'm going to figure that out at some point. Yeah, not quite sure yet. But I will figure it out. I might put... Ooh, not a bad idea. Is it? No, it's a shit idea, actually. I'm going to figure something out. I'm either just going to bring the walls all the way up, or I'll put in some sort of roofing. But I will figure that out. I will do that off camera, and I will catch you up on all of the extra... Because all I'm doing now is stuff that I've already shown you before. If I hadn't already spent 2 videos on a project that was meant to be a 1 video project, and that's just on the outside and the actual structure, I would record the whole thing. Thing is, we've got a lot of shit to do with this, and I sort of want to keep to the schedule of 2 episodes doing the details. Tomorrow I want to record getting the villager stuff set up so that we can actually get it working, as well as more external details, like surrounding the windows and stuff. And then episode 26, I want to do interior details, a cactus farm, and another bridge. Which, now that we have a pallet, and it's going to be a straight over bridge, I'm not bending. Never want to make a bendy bridge again. Fucking hate that. It's just going to be a straight over bridge from here to here. Same design, same block palette, same everything, so that should be easy to do. Villager breeder, I'm just going to set up over there with the zombificator thing. it's going to be purely temporary just till we've got all the villagers we need. Cactus farm, I will set up underground, underneath the little bamboo and sugarcane farm we have over there. Because it's not something that we need a lot of, but I want to get it set up so that when we need it, we have it, you know? But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to call it for episode 24. Like I said, I'm gonna get the exterior structure and all of that finished. I'll get that finished tonight, and then tomorrow we'll record 25 and 26. The main reason I'm rushing this a little bit is because I don't want to spend... I want to jump on the wild update stuff the second that I can. You know, I don't want to spend... I suppose I could take a break. I don't know. I will definitely get the glass put in, and I will definitely get a plan for the... for how I'm going to have the upper level connecting. And I'm definitely going to get the trapdoors and the gateways in. And I think that's about it. But yeah, so thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.